Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with the Internal Revenue Service. Today I'm going to talk to you about why your financial statement is so very important to IRS and why you have to understand it before you give it to IRS. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff. I've been on the news many times on Newsmax, News Nation, Washington Bureau, ABC, bunch of stuff. Whatever I say is really important to you because there's a lot of junk out on the YouTube, and being a former IRS agent, having done this for 50 years, it's important that you understand what I say. If you want to see me in a suit and tie, just go to my website at 777irs.com and you can see it there. I'm always casual. Anyway, at the end of the day, your financial statement, your 433F, your 433A, your 433B, your 433 OIC, AOIC are the most important things that you must understand if you owe IRS debt. IRS is going to make a determination on your case based on those financial statements. IRS will either put you in hardship, currently non-collectible. They'll either put you in a payment plan, or actually the 433 AOIC is for the offer and compromise, and that's where you're settled your debt. Most people have no idea what IRS is drilling down on, so that's what I'm trying to tell you in the next couple minutes. IRS is going to drill down on your assets. I have looked at thousands of these forms as an agent, and the only two things I'm always drilling down, there's other things you drill around, but really it's your assets. What are the value? Can you liquidate them? Can you pay the debt? Do you have equity? Do you have a 401 that you can borrow from? I'm looking at anywhere I can get money from to go ahead and pay IRS. The other thing you have to be aware of is I'm applying the IRS national standards to your case. Most people have no idea what the national standards are, and what they are is this. IRS will determine what you can spend on your food and clothing, your housing and utilities, your car payments, and your car expenses. The Department of Labor has these statistics for every county in the United States, every region, and there's national figures. If you go to IRS national standards for housing and food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, and car expenses, you will find what IRS is going to lock you down on. If you do not know, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you have to know the National Expense Program because they're going to change your outcome. Most people think they can put their own expenses down on that financial statement, and they're going to find that IRS is going to go ahead and say, we're not going to allow you. You are going to use our expenses, and that's a game changer. By knowing the expenses, you're going to get a much better deal and settlement with Internal Revenue Service. They must use a standard somehow, somewhere, so they're fair to everybody across the United States. So anyway, just remember, if you're calling the service center and using the 433F, if you're giving the revenue officer the 433A, or if you're filling the offer and compromise out, the 433A OIC, remember the two things IRS is looking at are your assets, if what can be liquidated, and how much money you have left over that they can get after they apply the national standards. I have done this for 50 years. I am a national expert. I can give you a free consultation if you need one. If you give me a subscription, that would be really big. I thank you so much for. Why do people like subscriptions? If you get people subscriptions anywhere on YouTube, YouTube thinks values those, and you kind of move up the standards a little. Thank you very much.